Guys, welcome to the Lost Tapes. I am joined here with myself, Hunter Logging, Leslie Reyes, Dakaya Harden, and Tiffany Bryant. And today we are going to talk about conspiracy theories. And the conspiracy theories we're going to talk about today are the moon landing, flat earth theory, the Malaysia Airlines, and the pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, so let's first talk about the moon landing, how we rather think it was real or fake. So, Tiffany, I want you to talk about this. What do you think happened?
Personally, I think the moon landing was real because I don't really have any reason to believe. Like, why would it be fake? Like, why would they fake a moon landing? That they
Now, me, I strongly disagree with you. I strongly believe that the moon landing was fake. I think the whole project was real, but I don't think we ever went to the moon. I still strongly believe that it was filmed in a studio somewhere. Because how is it that all the footage and everything was mysteriously lost and they don't ever talk about it? And how is it that when we supposedly look at the moon with the American flag on it, that the flag is swaying and flopping in the wind when how's there oxygen went up there?
personally, I'm not really sure. Leslie, what do you think about it? I'm just
I think it was fake to be honest because I don't think we're that advanced in technology to go out of the Earth's atmosphere and into space all the way to the moon.
How many times and especially how many years ago was this? This wasn't like 5 years ago. This was over 50 years ago. Nakai, what do you say about it?
I agree with Hunter and Leslie because when Hunter stated about the American flag, like it wasn't no oxygen out there, but yet the flag was moving like the wind was blowing. So it's like I agree with Hunter because they could have filmed it in a studio and like just like faked everything. But then again, it's like it could have been real too because they had a old little like
And like it easily could, the moon landing could have been real, but maybe there's just something out there that they don't want to telling us that maybe there actually is something that could make the flag move. But I just strongly believe that the moon landing was fake. Because how did you, like I said, how did you miraculously lose all footage and everything from one of the biggest events in American history?
well, you see, the cameras weren't that advanced either back then, so maybe that's probably what could have happened.
But it's the government. Who knows what the government's hiding? For all we know, they could be hiding the cure to cancer. The technology that we saw wasn't that advanced, or they saw because we weren't alive. But the technology that the government could have had could have been something a lot more. Like maybe they are hiding stuff, maybe they aren't. I strongly believe that it was fake, and I think the footage is still out there, but I believe it was filmed in the studio. Let's talk about the flat Earth. So, Nikaya, what do you have to say about the flat Earth?
honestly, I believe that the Earth is not flat, but also I don't believe it's round either, because it didn't just think about gravity. Like I don't really believe in that gravity stuff either, because it's like, what is it, basically? So like the Earth is like I just feel like the Earth is just you know square type. It could be square or whatever because when we look out to the sky, it's just like nothing. Like you can't really tell the shape until like, but when we were in school and stuff, they put it into our minds to say, oh, the Earth is round, it's a sphere, it's not flat. It's like that's what we're forced to believe. But if you really think about it, it could be, it can be any shape. Leslie, what do you think?
I personally think the Earth is like more of an oval shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think flat earthers like think about like when cruise ships are out to sea and or like when airplanes are up in the air and you see like a curve in the Earth, not just a flat Earth.
But did you, like, from experience, like, over the summer I went to Ecuador, and I always took the window seat because I love seeing like the world. But like, is it actually round? Because from what I saw, it's never like the perfect circle, but it's also not flat. So I agree with you. I think the Earth is like an oval shape. But do I think it's a perfectly oval? No. I just think it's some kind of wonky looking shape. Tiffany, what do you say about it?
Personally, I think that the Earth is round, but not perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
because mountains and stuff. But
Mhm.
besides that, I think that the Earth is basic, like a basic circle,
Mm-hmm. It's
or
like, it's like the globe, how we usually see it.
yeah.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, disagree.
Yeah, I disagree with you. But you know what? Not everything, we all have different opinions on, like religion and facts. Like, not everything is right. For all we know, we both could be wrong, and the earth could be as flat as a piece of paper. We just don't know. Let's talk about the pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm going to let Leslie talk about this because she seemed very interested in talking about this.
Well, I've seen many pictures and videos about the pizza at Chuck E. Cheese, and I've been there before. And I never noticed it until, like, I watched all those videos and saw, like, different shaped slices of pizza and not being a perfectly round pizza like every other pizza that places sell. So, like, I just think they recycle their pizzas, like, get from other people that don't finish their food, and they bring it back to the kitchen and put it back with other pizzas that they took from tables that they didn't finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because how is it that a pizza, when you cut a pizza, you're thinking about cutting it usually even when you cut the triangle slices. So how is it that some slices are longer than others, some don't connect, some like the pepperoni slices aren't perfect? I strongly believe they recycle, and people out there like, oh, I'm applying Chuck E. Cheese and get a job there, and to see like, I saw when I was watching Shane Dawson do it, I believe he posted a TikTok of one of the girls, and she's saying that she applied it there and she got the job, and it's not true. But how do we know she's telling the truth? Maybe to sign a contract, be like, oh, you can get in a lot of trouble for leaking our information out. Just like most governments, like I don't want to go too depth into it, like celebrity deaths, like Marilyn Monroe. I don't think she overdosed. I think she was killed by the government because she knew stuff and she was gonna leak stuff. Like, maybe people know the actual truth and don't say anything. What do you have to say about it, Tiffany?
Personally, I think that the pizza slices could be reused because it sounds like something that an establishment would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all I really have to say. Because Chuck E. Cheese is kind of a generic place to go, so I could see them reusing pizza so they don't waste so much money. But
Mhm.
that's about it.
Yeah, I agree. Because when you look at the pizzas, it's like some Chuck E. Cheese cut their pizza slices a little smaller than other places. So it's like when you look at it, you can tell like they don't really connect because your pizza could be, some of the slices could be bigger than like the ones that they reuse.
Mhm.
And honestly, like the pizza probably frozen anyway. So
Yeah, like I agree with you both. All three of you, I should say. So let's talk about the Malaysia Airlines, and I'm mainly gonna talk about this because I find this event very interesting. So if you don't know, Malaysia Airlines was Flight 370, and it disappeared on March 8th in 2014, and the route it was taking, mysteriously, randomly disappeared. Most people think that it crashed in the middle of the ocean. Some people believe that it was taken to another dimension. But, maybe we'll never know. And I strongly believe that it did not crash because they even did an investigation and they didn't find a single debris. But unlike Titanic, which was a huge cruise ship, which is, noticeable to see, also like a plane, you're always going to see a plane while it's on the ground or in the sky unless it's above the clouds. But the main point is you would see debris in the ocean, and if it did sink, all the bodies would be underwater. So there would be some sort of, even if it's the size of a Cheez-It cracker, you're gonna see the debris, and that's what I strongly believe. And I believe that it was in another dimension. I don't believe that it's in the bottom of the ocean floor. Dakaya, what do you think about it?
I believe that it didn't crash, but I also don't believe that they went to another dimension. They could have just took them like to another country and just like not killed them, but like used them for things
Mm-hmm.
and like left them there in like another country with different people, different language, no money, no nothing, just
Mhm.
out there stranded by themselves. Leslie, what do you think?
I kind of agree with Hunter. Like, I think they were transported to another dimension. Like, they could have been hijacked by another country and taken somewhere else. But I mostly think that it got lost somewhere and they went to a thunderstorm and got transported to another dimension, and now they're just like stuck there, and they're probably, I don't know, dead by now. I
Oh,
don't
for
know.
sure. For sure.
Because like
Mhm.
their survival skills, I don't think people these days don't have any type of survival skills.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback off what Dakaya said. That actually does sound more reasonable. Like maybe they took them to like a remote island, and maybe it sounds messed up, but maybe they did use them and then kill them and then destroyed all the evidence, and now they're like, oh, these passengers in the plane miraculously crashed in the ocean, and maybe they just got rid of all the evidence.
Yeah, because that picture on the internet, the picture that was taken 5 minutes before, like everything looked fine.
It looked like a normal flight.
A normal flight, no turbulence, no caution. They looked happy because they thought they were going to Malaysia, but just like.
Like, Tiffany, I'll let you speak because I have to say something off another tweet. There's a tweet of a guy saying, "In case the plane ever gets lost, ha 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 ha." It's, this is what the plane looks like, and how is ironic that the plane, disappeared.
Yeah.
So,
Such a
Tiffany, what do you
coincidence.
have to say about it?
Personally, I think that like the plane either crashed or, like you guys said, somebody else like hijacked the plane and then took it somewhere else. But mostly, I think that it may have crashed because the ocean is so deep.
Mhm.
Maybe it just went so far down that we can't find it.
So now that we've talked about everything, let's sum it up. So in conclusion, not everyone's gonna have the same opinion on every single conspiracy, whether that's the moon landing, history, the megalodon, Malaysia Airlines. We're all gonna have an opinion. So I still strongly believe my opinions, and I'm gonna go to Tiffany now and let her sum up hers.
So for me, I believe that, I believe most of those were real, and a couple of them were fake. And to be honest, I don't know. Just it's weird having like a different opinion from other people. But I don't know, maybe I'll figure out one day or not. Hunter?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I really real quick want to go to Leslie, let her talk about it and sum it up.
Well, I don't really have anything to talk about, so I'm just gonna end it here.
Really? All right, so that was the Lost Tapes with myself, Hunter Logging,
And Leslie Reyes.
And Tiffany Bryant.
and Dakaya Harden. So with that being said, thanks for listening, and join us next time on the Lost Tapes.